Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. So in today's, we are going to be playing with some new I Heart Revolution makeup. I don't know if you guys heard, but they came out with a Looney Tunes line. So a bunch of different palettes. I think they even have a big palette with all the characters on it. I, however, was more interested in the Tweety collection just because I used to be a fan. Like, that was my favorite cartoon character back then. So that is the palette that I decided to go with. I also got some other stuff, so I'm going to show you everything that I got, and then we're going to try out the products today. So this one's so cute. Look at this. You even might want to keep the box if you really liked, you know, the character that you choose. I thought it was a really pretty color story too, so I was like, I'm okay with that. So let's see how it looks. Okay, perfect. It looks exactly like the box, so you don't need to keep the box, but this is how it looks. It has some yellow in here, some pink, and some shimmers. This one kind of looked like a glitter, but no, it's actually a really pretty shimmer, like a brown golden shimmer. And then the other product that I got is the face palette, and this one has a few highlighters. It doesn't have any bronzers in here, but I was okay with that because I was like, I'll just try out the highlighters, which I'm surprised because I really thought, because it's a face palette, it would have some bronzers. It does have 4 shades. So it's like a lighter pink, which is the main one that I'll be able to use. This one is a pinky highlighter, and then 2 deeper tones. This one's more gold, this one's more brown, but it is a really pretty palette, so we'll see how these work. The collection also came with this set of sponges, which I thought was really cute. It doesn't have the actual character on the sponge, but the sponges are different from each other, so I'll show you each one. But this one is just like a regular sponge, and it does say Looney Tunes on there, okay, but it doesn't have the actual character. So this one feels nice and soft, and I do already have my foundation on. I actually forgot that I had the sponges, but I am going to use it for cream products like the cream bronzer, cream blush, and all that. So I'm gonna try some of these sponges for that. This was the one that I'm telling you that has the different texture to it, so it's like that fuzzy, soft, super soft texture to it, and it does have this nice edge right there. So this is the one that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna dampen it too, so I'm gonna try it for setting my makeup. And then the green one has 2 different sides to it, so it kind of gets a little bit more pointy. I thought this one would be good to maybe blend out my concealer underneath my eyes and stuff, get really close, or maybe just, you know, I'll just try it out just to try it. And then this tiny one, which I'm not a fan of because Beauty Blender came out with some small ones, and I never felt like it really helped with anything, but it comes in the set, so it's super, super tiny. It's this orange one. Next, I got a lip gloss. They had 4 of these. These remind me of like whenever I used to want to buy lip gloss, you know, whenever I was little, and you know, you got those clear lip glosses that have the bead on there on the top of the little, yeah, the little bead that just rolls. So this is exactly what this is like. Look, it looks so cute. It's just exactly what I used to get, you know, like from the dollar store. So this is the way that it is. That's what I'm talking about, the little ball on top. And then the last thing that I got is the brushes. So I'm going to be trying some of these with the face. I can't remember what they are, but it has a set. I think there's like 4, but it does come in this little bag. It's a little carrot, which I thought was cute. I guess this is more like the Bugs Bunny character for the brushes. So it's a really, really cute bag. So one of them is like one of those eyeshadow blending brushes, which I'm going to try it today. And then this one can be for packing on maybe a shimmer shade. That's how I'm going to use it. But I think, I mean, if you want to, you can also use it to like apply some cream bronzer or something like that. And then this one's for eyebrows. It also has the spoolie at the end, or you could also use it for your lower lash line. And then this one, like I said, I'm going to try to use this one for blush, for just my powder blush. They seem really, really soft, so I'm gonna try these today, see how they work. So I'm glad that the boxes do match the actual packaging, because that's the main thing that, you know, you want to see whenever you're buying something because of an actual character. And I never ever do that. Like, I'm not into like Disney or Princess or any of the Disney characters. There's always collabs with Disney characters. I've bought it in the past, like the Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse collection with Dose of Colors, I think it was. But I'm never really like one to be like, oh my god, I have to have that because of a character. You know, it was just this one. I thought it was extra cute. So the sponges actually got really big whenever I wet them. This one looks perfect like for a foundation. So I'm gonna start with my concealer. And this one's the Huda Beauty Full Filter Concealer. I'm gonna try the green one with it because this one has this edge. And let's use the other side, but this one has the edge on there, which is different for me. Which I guess you could also use it for baking, and then if you want to clean up the side of your cheek, maybe that would be better. But it does work pretty good for the under eyes too. This one feels like the Real Techniques orange one. It's exactly what this one feels like. All right, so this is blending out pretty easily. The sponge is doing a good job. It feels really soft too. So there's the concealer, blended out great. The sponge feels really soft. It's really big too, so that's also nice about it because, you know, I can use it for foundation. I'm gonna next apply my bronzer. This one's the Rare Beauty bronzer, and this one's in the shade Always Sunny. So I'll blend it out with the sponge too. So yeah, this is helping my bronzer blend out pretty easily. I also used to not really bronze my nose too much, but ever since I started doing it, it just really changed the way that my makeup looks. I feel like it just looks so much better now. It made a big difference. And then for my forehead, I now only draw like this line, and I don't go all the way around towards my brows. I started doing that a little differently, and I feel like it just works way better for my face shape, my forehead. So I only do across, and I just feel like it gives me a better effect on my face shape, if you get what I'm saying. So there we go, we're nice and blended, and then I'm gonna apply some cream blush. This one is the LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush, and this one is in the shade Blissful. And the way that I like to apply this one is just to put it in the back of my hand like that, and just a little bit goes a long way, and then apply it with the sponge or with the brush. It's a really burnt orange shade. Look at how pretty that color is. So yeah, I will say that this beauty blender does work really nicely. And it's like bouncy, you know, it's not hard like some beauty sponges are. You see how pretty that blush is? It's just really orangey and gives you a nice, it just gives you like a nice color to your skin. It's one of my favorite cream blushes. Okay, so now I'm gonna set everything, and I am gonna use the softer sponge, and I'm gonna use my Morphe powder. This one's the Bake and Set setting powder in the shade Translucent. This was a new one that I recently got from Ulta that I showed you guys in a different video, and so far it's worked really nicely for me. It makes my under eyes look really smooth. So I'm gonna apply it with the flat side of this, the flat edge, and I'm just gonna leave a little bit on my under eyes for a little while. But I'm gonna set my entire face with it. It does feel really soft on my skin. I've never used one of these sponges, you know, with this texture on it. At least I don't remember trying one like that. And I also have been liking setting my makeup with a sponge more often than I do with the brush. I'm gonna use the bottom to set the bottom part of my face. And then for the edges, just to try it out, just to use it. I don't really do this that much anymore. I used to do it a lot. But I'm gonna clean up the bronzer. But it is a nice edge for that. So I am gonna be applying powder, bronzer, and blush, but I'm gonna wait for the end because I'm gonna let this sit on my face for a little bit. I have extra powder here and also on my under eyes. I'm gonna do my eyes next, and in case I get any fallout, I'll just take it off easily. So like I said, this is a pretty color story right here. And I hadn't even noticed, but it actually has Sylvester right there in the back. That's cute. And then this one also has a mirror on there, so it's really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some of these so we can see the shades. This one is Escape, Sweet, Protect, and a Granny. So this one's kind of like my skin tone. It's a really hot pink. They seem soft, a little bit powdery, but still soft overall. This is a very light pink right there. And then Adventure looks like a really pretty shimmery shade. I think I'm gonna use this one today. Nest, Sing, and Bird. And I'm probably gonna use the yellow one too. So that's the gold one. It's really pretty and soft. That's a matte brown. A light shimmer shade, and then this one's the yellow one. Really pretty. And then the last one is Fly, which is like a brown shimmer, like a brown golden shimmer. Looks really pretty. So to me, this is just like a really nice wearable type of color story. And of course you have your pinks there if you want to do a little bit of color. I'm going to use the yellow most likely for color today. I think I'm gonna start with Protect, which is a very warm brown shade. And of course it looks powdery. Like I said, I did leave some powder under there. So I'm gonna use Protect, which looks kind of orangey right now, like an orangey brown. That's actually showing up. I wasn't sure if it was gonna show up or not. Like I said, they look a little bit powdery on the swatches, but they were soft. That blended out good. So I'm gonna use just one of my brushes to pack on an eyeshadow because I don't have one for that in this new set. And I'm gonna use the shade Nest, which is a dark brown. Yeah, this one is also applying nicely. And it feels really smooth on the eyes. It's blending out smoothly right into the orangey one. I'm really gonna pack it on over here on the outer corner to deepen up the outer eye. And then I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit more. And I am getting a little bit of fallout, especially from that darker brown. Okay, so that does look nice. Not the best eyeshadow I've ever tried, but it is pigmented, it's showing up. It's just giving me a lot of fallout over here, like on the inner corner, and then over here on the bottom. That's why I wanted to keep some powder under there. But I'm not done. I'm still going to apply a shimmer shade, which, like I said, I think I'm gonna apply this one and maybe even this one towards the inner corner. So I'm gonna use Adventure and I'm gonna use the brush from the set, but I don't feel like it's picking up anything. It's because it is a synthetic brush. Yeah, it's not really picking it up, like barely, just barely. I'm gonna try it with my finger. I think that'll work better. Like the swatch of it comes out really nice. Yeah, this is much better with my finger. And if I feel like I need a little bit more, I'm probably just gonna use a brush and some, and I'm going to just wet it just to make sure I get the pigment that I want. Because you see, applying it with my finger, that turned out a lot better. So I'm gonna try it with my own brush, just one that I always use with my shimmers. And I'm going to spray it too, because I think that's always better. And then apply it on this side. Yeah, that is way better than just a synthetic brush. Of course, your finger works good too. Just warms up the product, warms up the shimmer, the shade, and applies better. I'm going to use a little bit more of the dark brown and intensify the outer corner. And I'm going to remove the fallout because I also got a lot of it from the shimmer and from the dark brown. But it is coming off easily, so that's good. So that was a quick little eye look. I think it came out pretty. And then for the falsies, I'm going to use these right here. These I showed you guys in a new Try New Ulta Makeup. These are the Luxe XL Foaming Lashes. And these have those nice little spiky wispies in there. So yes, look at how cute these falsies are. They just change up the entire look. They're just wispy and just look so nice. They are super long though, so just so you know, in case you get these, they are gonna feel a little bit longer than like other eyelashes. You see how much length they have. And I've been noticing in my other videos, like once I'm editing them, that my inner corner is sometimes like unglued. I'm like, no, why is my eyelashes are betraying me? So now I'm just trying to really make sure that the inner corners are staying put. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to the lower lash line. So I'm gonna use a flat brush and I'm gonna use Bird, of course. That's the name of this shade. And I'm just gonna apply this one right here on the lower lash line. And I think I'm gonna use a yellow waterline pencil. I think that would look pretty good. Oh, that yellow showed up super good. Yeah, I didn't even have to like apply it that much. That looks really good. And then I'm going to use that brush from the kit, and I'm gonna apply the brown one over here on the outer corner. Just to, like I said, intensify the outer corner. I wanna do that on the top and on the bottom. I'm gonna go over the yellow a little bit. But yeah, that yellow, which is like a main color in the palette because it's Tweety Bird, is showing up really good. So that's good. And then I'm gonna clean up the bottom here. I'm actually gonna take off some of this powder. I kind of want to add a little bit more yellow just to blend towards the bottom a little bit. I'm gonna pick some up with this fluffy brush and just go over that. And I think this is the only yellow waterline pencil that I have, which is a really good line from LA Colors. This one is the Neon Gel Eyeliner. But I don't remember if it's super bright yellow or, you know, a little bit lighter. But we'll see. So this is the first time that I'm actually going to use this one. It's not really... There we go. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like the eyeshadow shade. And I'm going to finish off the look with the lightest shimmer shade in here, which is called Sing. And I'm going to apply this one on the inner corners. I'm also going to spray this one with my MAC Prep and Prime. Oh, this is really intense. That looks really pretty. And then I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. I'm also going to remove this baking powder that I left here. Okay, so I think that came out really pretty for the eyes. It's really simple colors, you know, brown, dark brown. What really makes it just a little bit different is the yellow on the under eyes, and I think that came out really pretty. I'm glad that the yellow actually shows up from the palette. So let's move on to the rest of my face. I actually forgot to bronze up underneath my jawline, but I'm still gonna use this powder all over my face, or the powdered bronzer. This one's the Morphe Bronze Show, and this one's one of the Velvet Matte Press powders. And I'm just gonna use this to bronze up my entire face with a big brush. This one's a really, really nice bronzer. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's super, super smooth, and it's really intense. So you only need a little bit of it. See how pretty that bronzer is? It's very, very warm. I'm just gonna lightly put it down here. And I'm also gonna apply this around my nose. And then for blush, I'm going to use this new one. This one is by Benefit, and this one's called Java, and I have not used this one yet. I feel like this is a really unique shade. It's like warm brown red almost. And I did swatch this, but it's the first time that I'm going to use it on my face. So I'm just going to take a little bit because I feel like this is a pretty intense tone. Oh, that's actually really pretty. It has a little bit of red in it. That looks pretty. I like that. I do not have a shade like this. It's super intense though. Oh my gosh, I think I applied too much. I'm gonna go over it with my powder brush just to blend that in a little bit. That was a lot. It is really pretty for sure. I am blushed. My desk is super, super messy, so keep it in mind. Those eyeshadows are very, very messy. So the last two products I have are these two. This is the face palette, but I want to swatch this one for you. This one has all of the highlighters. Sassy, Sweetie Pie, Divine Diva, and Goddess. Ooh, they look so pretty. I guess these two, since I can't use these as highlights, I can always use them as eyeshadows, but let's swatch them. So that's the one that I think I'm going to use today all over my face. They're very powdery, so kind of like the eyeshadows. That's the pink one. That one's not as powdery. That one could be like a blush topper for me. That one's very orangey, and this one is brown, like a brown gold. You can barely see the light one just because it's almost like my skin tone color. So I think I'm just gonna use because I think I have plenty of blush, and I really don't want to make it shimmery. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna use the highlighter, like the highlighter shade for me. I'm just gonna use the lightest shade in here for highlight. It's super powdery though. Oh, that does look really pretty though. Okay, on my face it's not super powdery or anything. It's giving me a nice glow. So there's the highlighter. It looks really nice and shimmery. It did blend out nicely, even though it's soft, like the actual formula of it. It's very soft and kind of messy. It does apply nicely and blends out really good. So it does look really pretty. I don't always go for shimmers, but this, I mean for pinks, but this one is very, very light, so it won't give me that shadowy effect on my face. So I do like it just for that. And I am gonna use this one. This one's actually not a lip gloss, it's a lip oil. Yeah, it's just a lip oil. So let me try it without applying any lipstick or anything. Oh my god, it smells just like it did back then whenever I used to have some of these. I'm sure I had like a red one, or from what I can remember, red, maybe a pink, although they never had a lot of pigment. Really pretty much clear, but they did have different colors of them. So yeah, it's more like an oil. It's not really a lip gloss. So it does feel soft. Now I do feel like I want some color on my lips. So I'm gonna take it off and then maybe I'll apply it right on top. I just wanted to see what it felt like on my natural lips. But yeah, it does feel really smooth. I could apply this just, you know, every day or keep it in my purse or something like that. And I didn't even show it to you close up, I don't think. Or maybe I did earlier, but just to show it to you. So this is a lip liner that I'm using. It's by CoverGirl or Maybelline. CoverGirl. I actually just realized I'm out of this. This is my favorite lip liner to use. I use it with all my nude lipsticks. This one's called Caramel Nude, but now I need to get a different one, or like get a new one, I mean. Because this one's one of my favorites. It's like a true nude brown and it matches all my nude lipsticks. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use Turn On. I feel like this is going to be a good one to apply before starting my makeup application, you know, to really smooth out my lips. But I'm still going to apply it on top of my lipstick today just to give me some shine. My look is done. Such cute products, really nothing out of this world, nothing super amazing to where you can't find or maybe you don't already have. But overall, it's a cute collection. And of course, if you're a fan of either Looney Tunes or Tweety Bird, then you would like this one in particular. And they do have the other characters right here. So just so you can get an idea of the other ones that they do have. And by the way, I did order them directly from their website. So I don't know yet if it's at Ulta or maybe CVS or something like that, because they do sell Makeup Revolution there too. But let's go over the products. I actually forgot to use the brush that I was supposed to use for blush. I immediately grabbed my other brush that I always use. So I forgot to use it, but I mean, you can't go wrong with something like this just for blush, you know, and it's super soft. So I'll use it eventually. But yeah, the brushes, well, let me start with how I applied them. This one was good. This reminds me of the Real Techniques orange sponge that they have. It's exactly like that. It feels exactly like that. It gets really big too. I did like it how it applied my makeup. And then I also did like how this one set my powder. It looks nice and set, like it did a good job. And it's super soft, so it has that different, it's made out of that different material. So let me just give you a little close-up. Maybe you can see the little fuzz that it has, but it's super soft. I also like the shape of them because it gives me something a little bit different than just the plain beauty blender, which the collection does have. So these are the only two that I didn't use today. But you know, it gives you this edge if you want to use this to clean up or to set underneath your eyes. And then this one, same. This one has a really sharp edge right there to really clean up your bronzer. And it's super big, so you can use it to, you know, blend out your foundation, your concealer, anything like that. And then as far as the brushes, not my like absolute favorite, especially because they're synthetic, but they worked. Except for this one, I wasn't able to use it because it didn't pick up the shimmer really good. Next time I'll try it with something else, or like I said, you could use this with a cream bronzer or cream contour and use it to apply the products before blending it out. So because it's big enough for that. But for eyeshadow, I really didn't like how it worked with the shimmer. These two were fine. You can also use this one as a eyebrow brush if you want to. But these worked out fine. And then, like I said, I forgot to use this one. But overall, it's super cute. And then the little bag also comes cute. I'm not going to put them in here, but it's a really cute just brush bag. I am loving that yellow on my lower lash line, plus with the yellow eyeliner. I really love how that looks. So that is the palette, which of course, I'm glad that the yellow just really shows up on the eyes. Here it is one more time. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It may not be something super different. You probably already have these shades in other palettes, but overall it's cute. And like I said, it's really the outside if you really want it. But I mean, the shades worked out perfectly. I didn't try the pinks on my eyes today, but I feel like the other shades really look pretty. And I'm glad that that yellow showed up because that's like the main colorful look that I have on my eyes. This shimmer is really pretty. I just recommend using it with your finger or with the brush and spraying it. That's the best way to apply it because it does give you a lot of fallout. Also, the mattes were very soft to where they give you a lot of fallout too. They do show up in the eyes, but they give you a lot of fallout, so just keep that in mind. But overall, I think it's a cute little palette. And then lastly, well, this one is the face palette. I was only able to use one shade because, like I said, the other ones are just too intense for me unless I use them on the inner corner or as eyeshadow. This one was the only one that was just perfect for my highlight. Not too pink either to where it looks shadowy on me, so that's good. So I was able to use that as highlight, which I don't normally use pink, but this one's really pretty. So yeah, I also like the outside. I thought that was cute. She looks really cute. And this one for sure is not a lip gloss. This one is a true lip oil. It doesn't give you that glossy finish on your lips. I have it right now. It feels soft on my lips and everything, and I like it for without any makeup or even just on top of this one. Because when I go like this, like it does feel a little bit oily, but not too much. It's not sticky like lip gloss, you know. But you can also use this on its own. Just keep it in your purse or just have it with you. I mean, it's just to moisturize your lips pretty much. So that is the entire collection. Those are all the products that I got from this line. If you want to look at the rest, they are up here. They have a bunch of different eyeshadow palettes and, like I said, a really big one. But yeah, those were the products that I wanted to try out today. Overall, I feel like the look came out really pretty. Like I said, nothing too crazy where I can't create this with a different palette, but I just thought it was a really cute look. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.